Error, beware. I have been generous up until now, but I can be cruel.
Just say you're going to destroy us and stop embarrassing yourself.
Greetings, fellow gamers. Dave here from GamerScuff. Welcome to Games of Insanity. This is part 2 of my pitch exploring what would happen if we had a Sonic game taking place in Jim Henson's Labyrinth. Part 1 roughly broke down the basic story for this idea, which you can check out through the link in the description. Now we explore the core basic gameplay mechanics that can be utilized from such a bizarre concoction of Muppets and hedgehogs. Let's dig right in, shall we? I want to keep this as straightforward as possible, mostly because I want to get as much creativity in this as possible. Based on the story we just told in part 1, it makes too much sense for Sonic and Amy to operate as playable characters in this game. How this works, we'll get to in a minute. For now, we explore the overall format of the gameplay. It will basically be similar to that of Sonic Frontiers, with characters exploring this massive open world abundant with puzzles and platforms that you will need to navigate in order to unlock hidden sections of this world and progress in the game. Since Labyrinth revolves around navigating this bizarre world of varieties that shifts and turns at will, the format almost makes too much sense. The main goal would be to find keys scattered all around the place, which can be used to unlock 7 vaults hidden all around the world of the Labyrinth. Each vault would contain, you guessed it, a Chaos Emerald. Get all 7? You unlock the gates to the Goblin Castle. For this game, you would be playing as Sonic and Amy. Both would have strengths and weaknesses in terms of combat and platforming navigation that need to be utilized at certain points in order to find the keys and the vaults. For Sonic, I want to keep it as close to how he worked in Sonic Frontiers, running at great speed, building momentum, homing attacks, spin and drop dashes, in combination with combat combo moves that were really satisfying to pull off in Frontiers. I mean, look at this! On top of that, Sonic's speed-based moveset allows for the player to reach great heights and distances, allowing for the option to find distant or hard-to-reach platforms. Amy Rose is going to be a completely different approach, with a few notes taken from Frontiers and Adventure. However, I would also explore a slightly different angle by leaning more towards the hack-and-slash third-person shooter combo gameplay style, similar to either Ratchet & Clank or American McGee's Alice. She'll retain abilities such as the spin dash, glide, and the parry hammer jump, while being able to perform standard attacks with her hammer, similar to how Ratchet attacks with his wrench. On top of that, as she reclaims her tarot cards from the goblins, her hammer unlocks the ability to transform into various weapons, melee or armed, such as lasers, cannons, blasters, crossbows, swords, staff, and even nunchucks, gradually enabling more variety in how she can fight, allowing for more fun and creativity in her gameplay. This was partially inspired by this image I found on Pinterest. Also, it wouldn't just be combat that this ability would utilize, but also enable more variety in her navigation abilities. For instance, her hammer could convert into a oxygen tank pack, allowing Amy to swim in deep waters, or a grappling hook enabling her to swing to certain points, and even an RC car that drives into certain inaccessible places. Essentially taking inspiration from some of the gadgets of either Ratchet & Clank or even Ape Escape. This essentially allows her to access certain areas that even Sonic would not be able to access with his speed alone. While I enjoyed how she played out in Frontiers, in my humble opinion, I felt like she had a lot more potential as a playable character, hence why I explored the hack and slash angle for her gameplay style. But I've been wrong before. Also, on a side note, perhaps a few musical segments, just as an excuse to work in the memorable songs of the movie, operating as a button rhythm game similar to Parappa the Rapper. Can you imagine Sonic dancing to the tune of Dance Magic or Chili Down? Plus, it would be a fun opportunity for the characters to react comedically to some of the musical numbers. For instance, if they snuck in on the Goblin King during the Dance Magic song.
Dance, magic, dance, magic, dance, magic, dance.
Oh, brother.
Or even seeing how they react to encountering the Fire Gang during the Chili Down song.
Terrific. Captured by crazed wild pigs and sacrificed hideously before a pagan altar.
Are we lucky or what?
Anyway, now that we've established how the characters are playable, now we need to work out how the whole thing will be broken down. So, join me in part 3 as we work out the levels and the boss battles for this game. Therefore, bringing this game of insanity to a close. Until then, see ya! Congratulations, fellow gamers! You've reached the end of the video. Thanks so much for watching and hanging out with us here at GuffWorks. If you want more videos about cartoons and or video games like this, then be sure to subscribe and click on the bell so you won't miss what's coming next. We post new videos every 2 weeks on a Sunday, along with new shorts posted every single Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. If you'd like to see more from yours truly, then check out our official webcomic series, Gamers Guff, a sitcom-style comedic slice-of-life adventure abundant with gaming nonsense and questionable decisions, mostly from my brother Ryan. Links in the description. More videos are waiting on the screen, so I'll catch you in the next one. See you then!